In the currency quadrant, the March Japanese yen rallied for the sixth consecutive session today, testing the 200-day moving average during the New York cash session, but closing above the 200-day on the future side. On a weekly basis, the yen closed higher by about 1.85%, and since the swing low in the first week of this year, the yen is higher 5 of 6 weeks now for a total rally of just over 6% against the dollar. The low was 66.50, that was down 0.65%, and the high 67.29 was up 0.53%. And as we come into the close, we're still sitting up almost 0.4%. Stronger Japanese eco data in the form of national core CPI and the preliminary services PMI helped with a little bit of a rally that we got today. Japanese national core CPI year over year came out at up 3.2% versus expectations of up 3.1% and a last read of up 3%. February preliminary services PMI came out at 53.1% versus the previous read of 53. Now, admittedly, that's only slightly higher than the last release, but it's still in expansion territory and trending in a stronger direction while it's already in expansion territory. So either way you look at that, that promotes or shows a stronger Japanese economy, which is starting to drive JGB rates higher, which we all know the Bank of Japan doesn't really like. We also had some dollar weakness despite a small aggregate rally today. The dollar remains weak versus the yen. Looking at the dollar on a weekly basis in the aggregate, it just completed its fifth down week in the last 6, and that's an inverse mirroring of the yen's weekly performance. So that also adds a tiny bit of a tailwind to the yen for what that's worth.